We're back here on International Live. You can find us each and every week on 990 WBOB in Rhode Island, of all places. iHeartRadio. And Dan, how do they listen to this broadcast over across yonder?
Are we expecting somebody else?
We were going to be expecting my bass player Grippo, but he actually got held up at his office.
What about Jock Bartley?
Jock Bartley is going to be on after our guest here. Just tell him like 10-15 minutes, and we'll be right with him. But
you can listen to this in the UK on Leicester 107.5 FM on Friday on our drive time hour, 5 till 6 p.m. And of course, that'll be aired this Friday with me.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay. I've sent him the message, so he just knows.
So Joey, tell us a little bit about yourself, because your presentation here on Zoom is amazing.
Okay. Well, I'm the lead vocalist of Kissing Candice. I'm the creator, the founder of the band, which pretty much just a little rough, history. Pretty much it was just an idea that was always on the back burner to do some sort of horror-infused kind of theatrical music mixed with the band, mixed with horror, and it was just going to be, the original concept was just me with a bunch of stage props and a notebook and tracks. And once I actually started to put everything in motion, the producer that I was working with at the time was like, you need to make this a full band with, super sick presentation on stage. Get yourself guitar players, bass player, drummer, et cetera, et cetera. And over the time, from the start till now, we started out with just doing makeup and blood, and it evolved to masks and now custom masks, and here we are, years later.
It's amazing.
I love the eyes. I love the eyes. They're different colours. Each one's different, isn't it? So you've got one blue.
This is my natural, and then this is a blue. This is a cast that they're COVID-friendly face mask, but this is actually made from the mold of my full silicone mask, which I'll grab right here so you can see it. So this is the
for the people that are listening to us on the radio, you've got to go to kjagradio.com and look at this. This is just amazing.
So this is my actual stage mask. This is 100% silicone. It weighs probably about 8 pounds. It was made by Jason Baker and the great Tom Savini that did like Friday the 13th, Dawn of the Dead. He did Corey Torres' mask. Wow. So yeah, I linked up with those guys last year. They designed 2 of these masks, and then just a couple months ago we were talking about doing these masks in hard resin. It comes with a filter on the inside. So yeah,
And that's what you wear when you're on stage.
That mask is 100% silicone, goes over my head, and then I have my stage outfit. These here, I made a bunch of these, and I've been selling them to fans, and like I said, they're mask compliant, and you can wear them out in public and get.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is amazing. We have got a tremendous guest with us today here on International Live. So this whole thing, this Kissing Candice thing, what is that? Kind of give us the roots of this whole thing.
Well, like I said, Kissing Candice was always just an idea. Prior bands, I've been in and out of bands my whole life. I was a keyboardist in a band called Dr. Acula, which was a party metal band.
Oh my Lord, Dr. Acula!
I am the keyboardist. I invented the keyboard flip in the Who You Gonna Call video.
Holy smokes! I don't mean to stop you. I don't mean to step on you, brother. But you guys played Hutchinson, Kansas, at a place called McGraw's Cowboy Casino, and I interviewed you guys for a nice little program called KJAG TV. And the only reason why I know that is because the other day when I was I've been inputting all the old DVDs, and I've been uploading things going to upload things to our website, jiggijagtv.com. I found the interview and I found the live performance. That's awesome.
Really? Am I in the band?
You are in the band. I wondered.
Beautiful.
This is true.
That's a fucking throwback.
That is great.
That's where it came from. I was in that band, and I was in them for 2 album cycles, and then I left. And when I quit that band, because things are starting to get, there was a lot of messiness on the underskirts of things that were swept under the rug, and it got to a point where it was just time to go. So as soon as I left them, I just automatically went to the producer that did that album, Slander. I went to him and said, "Listen, this is the ideas that I got. Let's make it come to life." And it just kind of went from there. And the name Kissing Candice actually comes from a girl that I went to high school with. At my friend Paul's house, we were playing Spin the Bottle, and I got to kiss her one time, and I've always had a crush through her throughout high school. She was just your quintessential blonde hair, pretty girl, very popular. Would never want anything to do with a guy like me, but I liked her a lot. Got to kiss her one time, and that was it. After high school, we lost touch, as life goes on. And then years later, I found her through Facebook, and she was just like the poster board for your average American family. She has two kids, she's married, she's got the mom haircut, she drives a minivan, she's got a house. So kind of to me, it's like, well, that was my one shot with her. I kissed Candice one time. She's not a partier. She would never cheat on her husband, nothing like that. So it's like, that was my one shot at kissing Candice. And that's just the name that I went with. And then when you hear that name, especially when the band was first coming out, you hear the name Kissing Candice, and you don't put that with, a bunch of guys covered in blood or, screaming or masks and everything. So it's kind of cool when new people hear the band name and then watch their videos and things, and then they put 2 and 2 together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Kissing Candice with us today on International Live. You just never know what's going to happen on this show. You just never know. Dan, do you have any questions for our guest before we get to our
I'm just
other
curious if you guys have been over to Europe at all.
No, we've been trying. We were starting to really poke around at the end of 2019. We were really starting to sink our teeth in it. We've been getting a lot of good responses, and we feel like we could really, that the fans over there would really appreciate the aesthetic and the music and everything. So we were trying, and we did the new album right in the beginning of 2020, literally right before the virus became this big thing. We were recording. And then we were hoping by the summer to be touring on the album and then really pitch it over there. So that's one of our big goals as soon as we can, is to get over there before even doing shows on American soil.
We've got a cat.
This is one of my hairless naked cats over here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got three hairless cats, and I also got a hairless dog, which is with my girlfriend right now. She went to go visit her parents in Bournemouth, but they're little Mexican hairless dog, just hair on her head like a mohawk. On her tail, and that's
Head on her head like a mohawk.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That is great. I think this is fantastic that you were in Dr. Acula, and we had you on KJAG TV years and years ago.
Yeah, man, you never know. Things come.
You never know, man. This is like the second week in a row. Last week we had Hemlock on, and I've been interviewing those guys for KJAG TV for eons, and you mentioned Dr. Acula, and I'm like, that's where I remember the face from. So
that's so cool.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, as we wrap up here with you, my friend, before we get to our next and final guest, how do we get a hold of Kissing Candice online and everything?
We're on Facebook. It's Kissing Candice.